So here recently, Emacs 29 has gotten released, and I have not yet upgraded over to the new Emacs. And so in today's video, what I thought I would do is we would go ahead and I would upgrade from the 28 Emacs version that I have installed. We'll upgrade it here on Gen 2 to the 29.1 release candidate version, and we're gonna see if my old config still kind of works. I'm pretty sure it will. I may need to update some packages and everything for the new Emacs version, and we're also going to look at some of the newer Emacs features, such as true transparency. I do want to add that to my config. And there's a couple other things that I've been kind of looking around, trying to kind of look at and see some of these newer features that are built into the Emacs 29 version. So I'm really excited about this because, as you guys know, I like Emacs. I think it's a wonderful program, and yeah, let's go ahead and jump over to the desktop and let's get started with the upgrade process, and then we'll fire up Emacs and make sure that everything runs. So let's get over to the desktop here. Let me go ahead and make my fonts a little bit bigger for you guys, because I know some of you guys watch this on other stuff besides a computer. So go ahead and issue into root. We are going to need root access. And then we need to do EIX Emacs. And if we scroll up here, you will see that the Emacs version that we have installed right now is that 28.2.R9. Well, we want this version right here, the 29.1.R1. So I'm going to go ahead and highlight that there and copy it. And then we can do emerge. And then I'll do an equal sign. And I'll do Emacs. And let's see if this would emerge. Oh, it's going to say that it is masked by an AMD 64 keyword, which we already knew that because it's brand new, and Gen 2 likes to mask all of the testing stuff. So what we can do is we'll echo this out, and we'll unmask it. So I'll just do, I'll just hit up real fast. And then I'll do echo. AMD 64. If I can type here. And then etc portage package.accept keywords, and then we'll just call it Emacs. Maybe I need to put the app editors in. So I'm going to go ahead and vim portage package.accept keywords Emacs. I think it's app editors. I should do app /editors Emacs 29. That looks correct. Right, and quit that. Now let's try it. And now it's going to work. You can also see that the what use flags that we're using, pretty much I use the same use flags. I'm not changing any of the use flags that I was using on 28. The only way I would switch those is if something was needed. But it does look like something about tree sitter. Now, Emacs 29 has built-in tree sitter support, so I'm not sure if I need to enable this flag or if it's going to work. Um, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to say no, and then I'm going to vim, and then we're going to add that tree sitter support into our use flag here. So etc portage package.use Emacs, and I'm going to add that. I'll just do tree sitter. And now tree sitter support will work. So let's go ahead and say yes. And then I'm going to let this compile. I don't know how long it's going to take. I imagine not very long. The only thing that we need to really upgrade is just the Emacs package alone. So hopefully this doesn't take that long. All right, well, Emacs got done compiling. Now I am getting this message here that says if you upgrade from a previous major version of Emacs, then it is strongly recommended that you use app admin Emacs updater. So let me see if I have this installed. I do not. So let me go ahead and emerge this as well, because we are upgrading from a major release. Go ahead and compile that. That shouldn't take that long. And then we also want to do eSelect Emacs. We'll list it, and I want to say eSelect Emacs set 2, because we want to set 29 as our version. So we did that, and then let's run an Emacs updater. Okay, no problems. So let's go ahead and let's open up a new window here, and let's run the new Emacs. And see if everything fires up correctly. Okay. vterm is being built here. And we are getting quite a bit of warnings here. But I don't know if that's because space buffer. Let's go to the dashboard here. And everything seems to work, but what I really want to do is I want to we need to update our plugins here, because we do have quite a bit of plugins installed. So I need to figure out how to update all of the new plugins. Check package is I might have to go to the website for straight. Or is it pull all? It might be pull all. I'm just gonna have to rebuild the repository and all that stuff, because since this is a major release, there was probably packages that needed to be updated. Um, but other than that, everything seems to kind of work here. It's rebuilding everything. Okay, and you can see we got some warnings, but no errors or anything like that. So that is that's pretty awesome. Let's go ahead and check out my config. So I do have a pretty extensible configuration. Now, one of the things that's built into Emacs 29 is this LGOT. Um, this is a LSP server, pretty much. It's built into Emacs now. I'm pretty sure anyway. So we can probably get rid of this package. In fact, I am going to get rid of this package. So let me get rid of that. Okay. Another thing that we need to do is I told you I wanted to get transparency working. So I'll go down here to this fonts and themes. Okay, let me pull up my show notes here because I do have it pulled up on another monitor. As soon as I can find it here. All right. So let's do transparency. Let's do we can go ahead and put it, I don't know. We'll put it like right here or something. So we do add a list, default frame a list, and then alpha background, and then your alpha. So we'll do 90. Actually, you know what? Let's do 90 just to see if it works, and then I'll adjust it from there. But I'm pretty sure I'm pretty sure this works. We'll just say set true transparency to 90. So I'm gonna write that. I'll quit it. And that does not look like it worked. All right, let's set it. Let's go ahead and set it more. I don't know. We'll set it to like 50. And if this doesn't work, then I'll figure out the reason it doesn't work. It's supposed to work. I wonder if this is because we're not running the Emacs client. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do Emacs 29, and I'll do Damien. Okay, it started the Damien. And I'll get over here, and I'll just do Emacs client. Emacs 29. No. the yeah, so this is the 29 version of Emacs, but it's not doing the true transparency. Let's see, add to list, default frame, a list, alpha background. I'm pretty sure I did this 100% correct, but I'm gonna just copy and paste it here. Because I do not understand. See if it's still running. Yeah, Emacs 29 is still running. If none, do a kill none. It's not running anymore. Emacs 29. Let's see if that works. Let's try a different file. Maybe. No, it is not running true transparency. I wonder how come it's not doing that. Because it should be running. Alright, well, I am kind of baffled here. I do not know why this is not working. I read the Emacs website. I've looked at DT's code, and I have been to several other websites, and I even was on Stack Overflow a minute ago, and everyone has been able to get the transparency stuff to work. But for some reason, I cannot. I don't know if it's something in my use flag. I don't know. Honestly, I don't know what it could be. I don't think so. It could be my theme, but I wouldn't think it would be my theme either. Am I running? Let's make sure I'm running PyCom. So let me switch over to. I mean, I don't think PyCom would have anything to do with it, but we can check. Not running PyCom. Okay. Running PyCom now. See if it has something to do with compositing or anything. Um, doesn't seem to. I'm going to change this to like 50. Change this to 50 as well. I'm just going to write it out. Quit Emacs 29 here. Yeah, that is. I have no idea. I'm sure it's probably just something like a use flag or something like that. But man, I was really wanting to get that feature working here on camera, and I was kind of looking forward to using that, to be honest. After I make this video, I may switch over to another desktop environment or a window manager rather, and see if that has something to do with it. The only other thing that I could possibly even think of is a use flag, B, um, and maybe because I'm using Doom themes, but I don't even think the theme would have anything to do with its native transparency. Uh, I don't get an error either. That's another thing. I don't get any. We're not getting any errors here. So the code is right. It's just not working. So let's see if we can get some other stuff kind of working here. Man, that's a real bummer. But it's the way it goes. I'll take a look at it, like I said, off camera, and I should be able to fix that. But this is the code that everyone has suggested to use for transparency. You can do the add a list, default frame a list, and then alpha background, and you can do that, and you can set the set frame parameter. Um, so these two things I actually took off the Emacs wiki, and yeah, I mean I copied and paste, and it just doesn't doesn't want to work. All right, but another thing that I did want to I wanted to check out is there's quite a bit of new features, and it's pixel scroll precision mode. Um, so pretty much you get smooth scrolling. Um, Now our scrolling here it's pretty smooth. It's not jagged or anything, but we might be able to get even better scrolling. You know what? I did not try. I haven't tried this yet either. I didn't try this MetaX. So can I not do that? No, I cannot. Okay. So let's go ahead and let's try this. Pixel Pixel Scroll Precision Mode. It's enabled. And yeah, that is pretty that's pretty smooth, actually. Let's turn it off just to see what the difference is. Okay, I do see the difference now. When you don't have it on, it's not as fluent. But when you do have it on, it's nice and it's buttery smooth. Yeah, I do like that. In fact, I'm going to add that to my configuration right now, as a matter of fact. So I'll put it down here. So we can do, what is it? Set Q, uh, pixel scroll precision mode, and I'll turn that to 1. So now it should automatically be turned on by default. In fact, let's test it. Um, I want to make sure it did turn on here. Pixel. Okay, it did. Great. So, okay, so my little code there works. Um, so that was one of the cool things that I did want to get working. Man, I really wish we could have got that transparency working, but it's the way it goes. The next big thing is uh, Egglot or Eglot, however you say it. It's built into Emacs now. Okay, so you no longer have to have that package installed. So you can do metax, and then we can type in eglot or egglot. Um, and I'm gonna go ahead and update eglot here. Okay, and eglot is it just works now. It's built into Emacs, where before we did have to have a specific package for it. Okay, so that's a pretty nice thing. Um, and the last thing is that use package apparently uh I guess it's baked into Emacs as well. So we no longer have to have these use package flags. If I'm understanding the article that I'm reading right, I will link the article that I'm using as a reference here in the description below, so you guys that are big Emacs fanatics and everything, you guys can check out. This person who wrote this article has pretty much covered a lot of the Emacs stuff, and they're actually covering the 29.1 stuff. So I'm guessing 29.1 is the newer kind of release, but there is a lot of stuff here. Uh, I'm gonna have to kind of go through it all and see what's available. Now, I do know another thing that it has a way for you to I think you can use two separate configurations if you wanted to. And before, the way that you kind of had to do this is you had to I believe you had to use a program called Cheese Max or Chin Max, or it was something weird that you had to do, where if you wanted to use multiple versions of Emacs. And now I think it's pretty easy to have to have different versions of Emacs installed and to use different configuration files. I'm pretty sure that was one of the big um, things. It also has, I believe it has JSON supported natively or something like that. So um, there's a lot here. Um, but I think that's pretty much where I'm going to leave off. I am going to go through my config and I'm going to tweak it. You can get my configuration file if you guys want. It's over there on my GitLab. I'll link that in the description as well. The only thing that we didn't get working that I really wanted to get working was the transparency thing, and yeah, it just doesn't want to work. So what I may have to do is I may have to recompile Emacs, and I'm just going to compile it with every damn flag that I can throw at it. That way, there's a chance that there's just a chance that it doesn't have something that I need built in. I'm not sure. It's a big question mark. So give me a like and a sub if you do like the content here. And I'm gonna try my best. I'm gonna do some stuff off camera to see if I can get the transparency stuff to work. And if I do, I'll make a note when I go to edit this video. If you guys want to see any more Emacs content, leave me a comment down below as well. I'm thinking about doing a little series about how to create a custom configuration. Now I know that DT, I know he's been making his custom Emacs configuration series, and I like his series, but there are a couple of things that I feel like he just kind of skims over. He doesn't fully go into um, everything. A lot of his stuff is kind of copy and paste to show you how to get that, code into your configuration. But what I want to do on mine is I want to take it a little slower, and we can actually talk about what's going on, and what set queue is, and what how to create variables and functions and stuff like that, and just some of the kind of the nuances of the actual code, right? And we could also check out some plugins that maybe that he's not using in his configuration, but I would use in mine, and just kind of make it a little different. So tell me if you guys would like to see that series, and if you guys do, then I may make it. All right. Until next time, I want you guys to take care, be safe, and peace. Bye, guys.